Welcome into the State of Sports podcast. Today we got the normal crew. We got Stash Cuddy. Nick, how you doing tonight? You feeling good? Looking good? Playing good?
Always.
Great. Morgan, I know Morgan's a happy guy. Packers won today.
Yeah.
Besides that, feeling a little under the weather, but he's still here. You know, we battle here. We get sick. You know, we still show up. We come to play.
Do you have COVID?
No.
I might have COVID.
Are you vaccinated?
Yeah.
Matt, are you vaccinated?
Why are we giving out our vaccination statuses on this podcast?
Is
But
it
yes,
secret?
I am. Yes, I am.
Jesus Christ.
All right, good transition. Let's get into the intro. Guys, we have a gambling show that we do comes out every Friday morning. We record Thursday nights. We give you picks for the NFL every Sunday. Morgan and I have both done pretty decent today. I know I got two. I'm over 500. I know that.
You're 2-1 right now.
I'm 2-1 waiting on the Dallas game. If Dallas covers, I'll be 3-1, and I'm over. I think I'm at 59% on the year for my picks. So something like that. Morgan's a little under, but you know, Morgan is consistent with his locks, so we'll say that positive. That show is hosted by Stash Cuddy, but please give that a listen if you guys want to make some money, if you're into that sports gambling stuff. Also, if you guys don't already, please give us a 5-star review, whether you listen on Spotify, Apple Music, leave a review. Let us know what we can improve on, what you guys want to hear, debates. And also on that note, please follow us on our socials, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, M&M, SOS Pod, on all of them. Like, interact with us. We love to interact with everybody. YouTube channel link is down below. And also, I know the 23rd subscriber.
I was actually going to interject about that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't know who the 23rd was or the 24th. And you do?
I know the 23rd. I know the contest winner, Alex Graves.
So you have their information.
I have his information, yeah.
Well, that ruins my segment.
Well, I'm sorry. So what is
You know what? No, you know what? It doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay.
So you have the 23rd.
Yeah.
Yes, and we did say that we couldn't find the 23rd, so 24th or whatever, come forward and give theirs. So I want to do a giveaway for the 23rd and 24th.
Oh, nice.
And so the 23rd, you have their information. It's
I do.
Solidified. Who is it?
Alex Graves.
And you got that.
I got it all.
All right, 24th, it's going to be pull out of a hat random.
Okay.
We're going to do a second one too.
All right, cool.
And
So what's the prize?
They'll both be the same. Some Fanatic gift cards.
Okay. Cool. So we'll probably get that together within the next 2 weeks. I'll give you 2 weeks for it.
So you'll get the 23rd.
Yeah.
You already got their information.
Yep.
And I will do some social working and pick some names out of a hat for the 24th. And I will get their stuff and we will send some shit out to them as well.
Perfect. Sounds good. I'll get a hold of Graves. We'll get him a gift card. Graves, congratulations. You won our first contest here on the SOS Pod. That's exciting. I'm glad it was somebody I knew. It was not rigged, but you know what? He took the time out of his day to go follow us, so we appreciate that. If you guys didn't know what this episode is, if you guys didn't listen last week, we're doing the NBA preview 2021-2022 season. We're going to go over MVPs, all the awards, NBA first team, seeding in the West and the East, championship matchups. We're going all in on it. It's going to be a fun night. And then we're going to do the weekly wrap up, obviously NFL Sunday. We got some, other news in sports as well, and we'll get it rolling here. So where do you guys want to start with our NBA preview?
I would like to start with the question.
Thank you, Nick. The question from last week was, what is your favorite sports movie of all time?
And it was no substitutions. No substitutions.
Can't do subs.
And I'm going to be honest, more entries than most.
Yeah.
Because people love movies.
Yeah.
From a long-time listener, Nick, Hardball. It's a great movie.
G baby.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. G baby.
One of the most underrated movies that I don't think it's talked about either.
Can we also get a moment of silence?
Speaking of sports gambling,
can we get a moment of silence? All right. Matt, you were saying about sports gambling?
It's that's why that movie's based on. Keanu Reeves gets deep in it.
It is. Yeah. Hank came back.
Yeah.
Ali
Yeah, I saw that one, the Will Smith one. Morgan loves Will
Yep.
Smith.
He does love Will Smith. We get a Felicia with Happy Gilmore.
Nice. Nice.
Brennan Hodge,
Legend.
Space Jam.
Yeah, I mean, look at the poster behind me, guys. Look at that.
Yeah. I mean, it was, yeah. He said Space Jam when he was a kid. Which,
Yeah.
hard to argue.
Nope, very
Hard
hard
to
to argue.
And then we had 2 new entries, Harrison and a Renee,
Ooh,
both The Sandlot.
nice.
Tough to
Sandlot's
argue The Sandlot.
all-time classic, man.
It's a great movie.
Benny the Jet is a lot of girls' first like crush, so can't blame him, you know.
Yeah, it's a
And
great
then
movie.
for the guys,
and also
Wendy
Brennan-
Peppercorn, you know,
it's Peffer
Peppercorn.
with an F.
Peppercorn.
Fuck. Anyway, and then Brennan Hodge also said, as an adult, it would be Coach Carter.
Coach Carter is a good one. I mean,
Great flick also. And
I agree.
we had some on Instagram as well. I forget who typed it, but they gave us 2, and I said to give 1. And they said Fever Pitch and Remember the Titans. And I axed Remember the Titans immediately because it's the lesser movie. So Fever Pitch got the dub.
Didn't somebody put Any Given Sunday, or am I making that up?
Yeah, I think they
thought
did
there was a
too.
couple.
Great movie, phenomenal
Any
movie.
Given Sunday was one. Oh, and we had one. Oh man, I hate to say that I forget who it was from, but we had Miracle.
Yes, I saw Miracle. Yep,
I want to say it was from a Kelly.
yeah. Miracle's a great movie.
Great, Kurt Russell. Come on,
Yeah, I mean,
He's
Michael Ruzioni. Who do you play for? Team USA. Hard line to beat. Hard line.
And
you
who
know.
are you beating? Those dirty communists
That's
up
right.
there in Russia.
Russia.
That
Beautiful.
that was the question.
Great question. So I apologize for trying to jump ahead per usual, but
Yeah.
let's get into the NBA preview. Where do you guys want to start?
Let's do all pro teams first.
All pro teams first. All right. We got to start with the third team to work up, or do we want to start with the first? Okay.
Is there
Uh,
a third team?
Yeah. let's
For
start.
all NBA.
All
defensive
NBA,
team,
yeah.
second team.
Defense?
Only 2 teams. All NBA is 3 teams. Are you prepared for that?
No. It's way too many players.
This is a lot of
You
players.
think we get all these right? You guys are fucking crazy.
I mean, you got to talk about it, man. That's what a prediction show is.
All right, cool. All
All right.
third team.
All NBA third team. I'll do my team first. Who I got for All NBA third team? I got Trae Young, Bradley Beal, Paul George, Jimmy Butler, Bam, out of Bayou.
I have 2 of those.
Okay, who you got?
So I have Trae Young. I have my boy Ja Morant, who I think is going to be a baller
Ooh,
this year.
big leap. You think?
I think he's taking a huge leap this year.
Yeah.
I have Klay Thompson rehabbing, coming back.
Oh wow,
And then Bam Adebayo and Jokic.
not. Oh yeah, that's interesting for Jokic. Putting him down there. That says a lot about who you got. Nick, you go ahead with your third team.
Matt, I had your exact same team. Not joking.
You know for a fact that he literally just listened to me list that. And he was like, I didn't feel like doing
Dude.
a third team.
Read them. What's that say?
I can't. Your camera.
Can't see that.
Yeah, I can't see it.
It says what you just said.
You're gonna have to take a photo and post it on the
He
social
was
so
writing
people
it
can
down
see
as you were saying it.
it.
Have you seen my arm move?
Can't see your arms. Couldn't see your
Exactly.
hands.
Aren't you sick?
I'm fine enough to do this.
All right.
I just gotta. do
I
that.
had the exact same team as Matt.
Okay.
It's
All
not a
NBA,
lie.
all NBA second team. I got Harden. I got Damian Lillard. I got Kevin Durant. I got Jason Tatum taking a big leap, and I got Jokic.
Damn, I have 3 of those on mine.
Nice.
So yeah, I have Lillard, Harden, and Tatum, and then I have LeBron James and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You think Giannis is gonna be second? Oh my fucking god! You kill me. You make me want to off myself. Why don't you like Giannis?
That's not. I don't like him.
And he doesn't even play center.
Well, I'm counting him as a center.
That's not what they count him as.
No.
Nick, go ahead. Your second team.
Yeah, I had Harden on my second team. I had Damian Lillard on my second team. I had LeBron on the second team. I had Ben Simmons on my second team.
I kind of like that, honestly. That's
Yeah.
a little out of left field. I mean,
And I also had Giannis on my second team.
oh my fucking, he doesn't even play center, guys. He literally doesn't play center. I fucking hate you guys. And my all NBA first team, I got
Do you
Steph.
want to do defensive first or what?
Yeah, let's do defensive.
Defensive second team.
Oh shit. Nice.
I had Matt's.
You don't want to copy mine this time?
I got some bad news. I forgot about the defensive teams.
Oh,
Fuck
my-
it. Go to first. Who gives a shit?
No. Let's do defensive. Second team. Go ahead.
Draymond Green.
That's a good pick.
He's on my second team.
Morgan,
Yeah,
give
yeah.
us your second team.
All
You
right,
give us
so
your
I got-
second team. We'll see if we agree with you. How about that?
All right, I'll put a finger up if it's on mine. And I got it right here.
So I had Draymond.
Yep.
I had John Morant,
Ooh, yes.
Chris Paul, Rudy Gobert, and Joel Embiid.
They
I do not.
they
have
do
Rudy
it by
Gobert on mine.
positions. You understand that. They can't
Yes.
have two centers.
One can work as a power.
Basketball's positionless now.
You guys,
forward. He's
gotta-
right. He is right.
your first all team defensive. Go ahead.
So my first team, I got Lonzo. I got Drew
Okay.
Holiday,
Okay.
Giannis,
Yeah.
Anthony Davis,
Yep.
and Bam Adebayo.
Nice. Nice. That's a solid team.
Yeah.
I think probably Rudy Gobert they're going to be second team. I couldn't put him on first team because I hate Rudy Gobert. But
What? Just like, man. No.
It's a random.
I just, I mean, he plays for,
hatred.
bro, he plays for the Utah Jazz. Like, yuck. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
It's gonna come into play later on when we pick our
it will.
seeds.
NBA first team. I have Steph. I think he's going to have a dominant year. Holy shit, Dallas just got a pick six.
Did they?
Yep.
Gonna have a defense
Diggs. Holy shit. They're
Another
covering.
one.
Yep. So I got Steph all NBA first team. I got Luca. I got Braun. I got Giannis, and I have Anthony Davis all NBA first team.
This isn't a joke. I have the same people. That's
You
not a joke.
literally just said Giannis was on second team
And LeBron.
and LeBron.
I may have messed up. It's too early to decide this shit.
I gave
You know
you,
what?
a whole
Switch out
week.
Giannis. Switch Giannis with Klay Thompson for me.
Morgan, what's your all NBA first team?
So I had Luca, Steph, Durant, Embiid, and Anthony Davis.
You serious? That's your team?
Yeah.
What a joke.
Nick, what's your team?
I just said.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
I just
right.
said.
Moving on. Do we want to do awards or do we want to do playoffs?
Awards first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get the awards out of the way.
Most improved player of the year. I have Michael Porter Jr.
Whoa. We never agreed on most improved player of the year.
I said all the major awards, dude. It's literally in the text. Do you?
All right, Klay Thompson.
It wasn't your turn yet. Michael
Uh,
Porter Jr., most improved player of the year. I think he's going to take a leap. I think he's going to be an all-star. And I think he's going to, especially with Jamal Murray being out, I think he'll take that leap as, kind of their primary scorer, considering Jokic is more of a pass-first type of guy. Morgan, who you got?
I had LaMelo Ball.
Ooh, I like that one.
And he just got picked up, right?
No, he got
Oh,
drafted
that's
last year.
D'Angelo.
That's
Oh, wait,
LiAngelo, yeah.
What? LiAngelo, who got where? Hornets?
Yeah,
Hornets.
with LaMelo.
But I think LaMelo's gonna have a even bigger year than his rookie year.
I like it. It's a great pick. Nick, anybody you can pull off the top of your head?
I said Klay Thompson.
You know what? You can improve on being injured for an entire year, so you're not wrong.
Is it not the same as comeback player of the year?
No, it's not. Puts his head down in shame.
Clay Thompson.
All right, rookie of the year. I got Jalen Green from Houston. I think
Whoa!
he's just going to get the entire reign in Houston. And he's just going to put up some ridiculous counting numbers for the year.
I had Jalen Green or Devian Mitchell,
Okay,
but I'll go with Jalen Green.
nice, good pick. Morgan, who you got?
I went with the number 1 pick.
Cade. Yeah,
Cade's a beast.
yeah, they're both. It was hard for me to decide between Cade and Jalen. I think the Pistons can actually like be playing for that play-in game. You know what I mean? That 10 seed. But I think Jalen's counting numbers are going to be ridiculous. All right, moving on. We're getting closer to that MVP. 6th man of the year. We'll go Nick. Who do you got first?
I got Tyler Hero.
Okay. I like Tyler Hero. Did you guys hear the comments he made recently talking about how he deserves, like he wants to be mentioned with like Luka and Ja and stuff like that?
I did see that.
I kind of like that confidence, to be honest with you.
Damn.
And I like Tyler Hero.
Touchdown, New England.
You literally just ruined that for me.
That's horseshit.
All right. Morgan, who you got?
I also picked Tyler Hero.
What?
I really did. I think
awesome.
Miami, he's going to come off the bench. He's going to be a productive player for him.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I like, Tyler Hero. I think he's a stud. He needs to have kind of a bounce back year, I think, and I think he will. I definitely think he will. My 6th man of the year, I got Patty Mills for the Brooklyn Nets.
Okay.
I think he's going to start and come off the bench enough games and make an impact for them. He's going to be their first guard off the bench. And with that team, I think Brooklyn's going to be good enough that if they're going to be in contention, I think he'll put up some good, counting numbers going towards the playoffs. So I got Patty Mills.
Okay.
Defensive player of the year. We're going to Morgan first for this one because I want to see where his head's at.
So my head is at I had Bam Adebayo.
Oh, I like it. I love it.
He's
actually,
a monster down low. I just think he's one of the best defensive players in the league.
I concur. He's great. He had a kind of a down year last year, but so did that whole Heat team.
Yeah,
and considering, I mean, look at the Lakers too. They only had 72 days off for rest, so I think both those teams definitely struggle with injuries and staying healthy throughout the entire full next season. So, I think that's a great pick. Nick, who you got?
Bringing it back, I got Rudy Gobert.
Bro, do you understand what happens if Rudy Gobert wins another Defensive Player of the Year?
What?
He has 4. And I just can't have Rudy Gobert be.
So what? So like your argument against my Defensive Player of the Year is like.
No.
I think nobody ever makes history.
There's a couple other people that have 4, and I just don't want Rudy Gobert mentioned in the same breath as them.
Why?
I just don't like Rudy Gobert.
Well, that's your problem.
He's a great interior defender, but if he gets out on the perimeter, Steph's gonna spin him like a fucking dreidel. He doesn't impress me. He's not worth the max contract of $225 million. Did you call me racist?
What?
I thought you called me racist. I was like, what? But
I did.
That's great. That is great.
No, I had Rudy Gobert.
Solid pick. Defensive Player of the Year. I have Giannis. And I was bitching at you guys earlier by saying he's not a center. Bucks figured out putting him at center is the best option for them down the stretch of games. I think he's going to be Defensive Player of the Year again. MVP. Let's go to Stash first. Who you got?
I got Luka. That's my MVP.
I think Luka's going to have the counting numbers, but if you look at past MVP history, it's normally a top 2 seed. And unless like your Jokic last year who broke the mold by not being a top 2 seed, and normally he's a guy on a team that's a top 2 seed. But I think Luka's a solid pick.
Yeah.
I agree.
Morgan?
I have I have Kevin Durant.
You think he's going to play enough games?
What?
Yes, I think he's the best player on the planet. He's going to win MVP.
Okay, so like when it comes to basketball, usually it is like legit the best player. Most times. You think really Kevin Durant wins the MVP on the team he's on? Like, if he leaves that team, they probably still make the playoffs.
Oh, I mean, James Harden literally probably takes him into the second round of the East.
Like,
by
why
himself.
would you? Why Kevin Garnett? Why Kevin Durant as MVP?
Because he's gonna put up about 32 points a game this year. It'll be 32, 8, and 8.
My only question with KD is his durability, and I don't think he's durable enough.
Ability.
You can miss. You have like a 10-game buffer for MVPs that you can miss, and Kevin Durant has not been able to put a season like that together in a long time. By only missing
Kevin
10
Durant.
games.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he has a successful, legitimate season under his belt. So,
Okay.
do you?
Yes, I do.
Which one?
I don't know the ones he won the championships in.
His
You
first
think that's
MVP
legitimate?
season.
You think that's legitimate? The one he won the championship, and you think that's a legitimate
Successful
MVP
season.
for him?
Oh, dude, he has an MVP already.
Yeah, I know he does.
Oh, he hasn't
Do
put
you
one
think the
together in a
Golden
long
State
time.
Warriors needed him?
No, that's not the
No.
argument right now.
It is.
It is not.
It
Okay,
is.
my MVP. I have Giannis.
You're wrong.
I think it's going to be Giannis. I think he's got the biggest thing with the MVP in the NBA. It is very narrative driven. And I think by winning this finals, and I don't know if you guys have been watching preseason, Giannis is hitting pull-up threes in transition. And if that's the next step in Giannis's game, good fucking luck. The dude literally won a championship without being able to hit a jump shot consistently.
Who won
And if he-
MVP last year?
Jokic.
And what? And why didn't Giannis win?
Lost the narrative. He won back-to-back MVPs, and then they got bounced in the second round of the playoffs each year. I think with winning the finals MVP, winning the finals, he's got the narrative back on his side. And at this point, we all know what it's like for a guy like, of that talent, LeBron James, Giannis, to have the monkey off your back. You're able to play a lot freer. And I think they figured it out with Bud playing Giannis at center down the stretch of games. I think that's the correct formula for them. I got Giannis running it back. I think that's his third MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. And
That's running
yeah.
it back.
I mean, I think getting to the finals, like I'm predicting, is running it back.
I don't know. I think it's at the point with Giannis, it might be like the LeBron fatigue.
I don't think we're there yet. He's only 26, dude.
I actually agree with Morgan, even though it's like very new, but I agree.
He's only 26. I don't think we're at the fatigue yet.
I do.
Okay, that's fair. That's what the best part about this podcast. We're able to have different opinions. Do you want to do East seeding first or West seeding first?
Didn't we have like all-star predictions for like new all-stars?
Yes.
Or no?
Yep. Yeah. Let's do our new all-stars, who we think is going to be a first-time all-star. Nick, go ahead first.
I didn't pick those because I think the All-Star game is a joke now. That's fan voting.
Morgan, who you got?
I had 3. So I had John Morant, LaMelo Ball, and De'Aaron Fox.
I like all 3 of those. I got Michael Porter, I got Ja, and I also have LaMelo making it as well.
I don't know if all 3 get in, but I'm betting 2 of the 3 get in.
Yep. And a sneaky pick I think could be Lonzo.
I had he was my 4th option was Lonzo.
I think Lonzo in Chicago being that point guard with Levine, that team is going to be phenomenal offensively. If they can be a league average defense, the Bulls could be a problem for teams. And I think Lonzo, he's going to have the highlights. He's going to, have the counting numbers, I think, if he stays healthy. And yeah, that's what I got. I apologize. Now we're moving. East or West seeding, boys?
I don't care.
Nick, you pick.
East.
Okay. You want to give your seeding first, starting from the bottom up?
8-1.
Yep.
East. All right. Starting at the 8 seed, I got the Wizards.
Okay. Keep going up.
All right.
Up.
7 Celtics.
Okay.
6 Heat.
Yep.
5 Hawks.
Yep.
4 Knicks.
Okay.
3 Bucks.
Okay.
2 Nets,
Yeah.
1 76ers.
That's interesting. You think the 76ers, even with all the Ben Simmons drama, is going to be able to put it together for a full year?
Yeah, because the Nets going to be fucking garbage because they don't know what to do
Is
without
that
Kyrie
the
Irving.
same from last year's playoffs?
It's very close.
Let's say it looks fairly similar.
It's very close.
Morgan, you go ahead.
It could be the same actually, but
I
it's
was gonna
close.
say it looks fairly the same.
Nick has the entire 2022 season running it back as the same as 2021 season,
I don't.
especially
So,
with the All NBA teams.
I didn't even pick an All NBA team.
That's the point.
You're trash.
Do your job.
What is my job exactly?
I told you to do this shit.
To pick second and third All NBA teams.
Yes.
Morgan, please relieve us of this hell.
all right, Eastern Conference, my 8 seed, Charlotte Hornets,
Good pick.
up and coming. I think they're gonna come up. My 7 seed, I had the Knicks. I don't know what to make out of that team, but I
Yeah.
definitely don't think they're as good as they were last year. I don't think they're that kind of team. I think the short season helped them on that.
Yep.
6 seed, I have the Heat. 5 seed, I have the Bulls.
Ooh, okay.
My 4 is the Sixers.
Okay.
And my 3 is the Hawks winning the division.
Yep.
I have the Bucks at the 2 winning the division, and then
Yeah.
I have the Nets at the 1 seed.
See, interesting. You picked the Heat at 6. Seems a lot like last year.
All right. I actually went 10 deep because of the plan. So at the 10 seed, I have the Pacers. I think with Carlisle, he'll be able to figure stuff out with Sabonis and Miles Turner to get that 10 seed. I think we get the most out of that team, which isn't a lot. 9, I have the Hornets. I think LaMelo is going to take a step, and I actually have them beating the 8 seed to get into the playoffs. Who I have record-wise will be the Knicks. I just don't think the Knicks can repeat it. I think Morgan's right with that short offseason. Thibodeau got that team to come to play defense every night, and that's kind of what I think about that. 7, I have the Chicago Bulls. I got them making the playoffs, taking a leap. They're going to give who they're playing in the first round a scare. 6, I have the Celtics. I just don't think they're going to be as injury riddled, COVID riddled as they were last year. I think Tatum's going to take a big leap to that second team All NBA. Jaylen Brown's going to consistently get better, and I think they'll be able to, middle of the pack and get out of that play-in game. 5, I have the 76ers. Ben Simmons drama, simple enough. Can Embiid stay healthy for another full season? We'll see. Highly, up in the air. I think it's a coin flip. 4, this was tough, but I have the Atlanta Hawks at 4. I think they're legitimately too deep at every position. And that's just I sticking my neck out with this next prediction. At the 3 seed, I have the Miami Heat. I think Jimmy Butler's going to come to play every night. And with Morgan's prediction about Bam potentially being in Defense Player of the Year running, and with the additional Kyle Lowry, I think they're going to be a tough team. And especially if Tyler Hero wins that 6th Man of the Year for you guys, I think if they get that 3 seed, Tyler Hero is definitely in consideration for that. 2, I have the Brooklyn Nets. I just think there's too much shit going on with Kyrie Irving still cloud hanging over the team. Obviously we know he's not playing until he's able to play, which would be fully vaccinated, but I don't think that happens. And I think that they kind of fall to the 2 seed. That being said, I do think James Harden has a sneaky outside shot to get MVP if Kevin Durant gets hurt for any portion of the season. His odds for MVP too are like ridiculously high right now. Harden, yeah.
Yeah.
So the future's on that. The 1 seed, I got the Milwaukee Bucks running it back. They know how to be a 1 seed. The reason they weren't a 1 seed last year is because throughout the year they were playing around with their lineup, seeing what worked for them in the playoff. When it came to playoff time, playing Giannis at center seems to be the answer. And I got the Milwaukee Bucks finishing the 1 seed.
Wow.
We got potentially OT in New England.
Yeah, they just tied it 20 seconds. So
Yeah. Do we want to go through each matchup, or do we just want to give like the Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference Finals?
I have each matchup.
Okay, let's do each matchup then.
Morgan just comes like
Prepared?
too fucking prepared.
He
Too
comes
prepared.
It's not too prepared. This is the adequate level of preparedness that you need to do this.
I would argue it's too prepared. And what is your rebuttal?
I think you're wrong.
I'll take that.
Is it anything
Yeah,
more
fair.
than what we established in a text?
Dude, we
It is.
established all this in the text.
No.
What do we do for every other preview that we've done? The NFL, everything. We've done all of this. This shouldn't be a surprise to you.
I think you're full of
Morgan,
horseshit.
give me your matchups for the East first.
All right. So for the East, I had Nets
Duh,
Sixers.
duh, duh, duh. And this dude's prepared. Wow. Wait, how are we
And,
just getting right into the matchups? Did I give my Western matchups?
We
No, we're
are
doing-
doing the East first, and I picked Morgan to go first.
Oh, let me start over because I had Nets Hornets, and then I had the Nets winning that. Bucks Knicks. I had the Bucks winning that. Hawks versus Heat. I have the Hawks, and then the Sixers Bulls. I have the Sixers. So I
Okay.
have the top 4 seeds winning.
Okay.
From there, so the Nets Sixers. I have the Nets, and then the Bucks Hawks. I'm taking Atlanta.
That's crazy.
I think Atlanta's so deep. I think
they
they
have
put-
nobody to stop Giannis.
they put up a fight against them last year though, and Trey
They
Young
ha-
got whatever he wanted.
They have nobody to stop Giannis.
We'll see. I think I like the Nets, and then I have Nets Hawks conference finals. I have the Nets winning.
Okay. Nick, what's your East matchups? What you got winning?
All right. 8th and 1 seed. Got the Wizards and the Sixers. Sixers gonna win.
Solid
Easy.
pick.
Easy. 5 and 4. I got the Knicks and the Hawks. Taking the Hawks. 3 and 6. Got the Heat and the Bucks. I'm going with the Heat.
So you okay?
And then who else do I got?
Nets and somebody.
Nets and the Knicks. I got the Nets.
Next round.
So all this shit you give me about Giannis, and this you let this man take Giannis out in the first round. He doesn't catch shit.
Bro, this dude
Yeah,
didn't.
and I'm gonna
This
tell
dude
you
didn't
why.
even prepare for this episode. So like
Yes,
at
it
this
is. I'm
point,
gonna
it
tell you
doesn't
why.
matter.
Because both teams that made it to the finals last year made it because other teams were injury riddled. And I think that this year is going to be very similar without the injuries. Is that not a good critique? Like you guys can tell me if it's a bad critique, but those teams like the Suns and the Bucks should have never been to the finals last year without injuries.
But I try and make that point. You guys yell at me.
No, you try to make the point that Giannis is a bad basketball player, and I'll yell at you because it's true. Should the
Different
Suns
thing.
and the Bucks have made it to, if we were to do this episode right now, last year, time machine, would you pick the Suns and the Bucks to make the finals?
I picked the Bucks to make the finals when we did the preview. So yes,
Did you?
I would. Yes.
I would
I
like
did.
to hear that replay. I would like to hear that back.
Why don't you go listen to that back? Because I did.
I don't listen to our shit. It's trash. Anyway, would you pick the Suns? Would you pick the Suns?
No,
Why not?
I didn't think that. I said that they'd be a sneaky team and not the 2 seed.
Injuries played a toll for sure.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at. And I have the Bucks losing this year.
Okay. Continue. Keep going. We're on the next round.
All right, what are we on now?
You're on the
So
second
you
round.
got Sixers Hawks.
Heat, Nets.
Sixers, Hawks win.
Good call. Next.
I got Nets and hold on, those are my notes here.
Heat.
Nets and Heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Nets.
Okay. You got Nets, Hawks, Eastern Conference Finals. So you got one.
Nets.
Okay. All right. My East seeding. I got the Hornets at the 8 seed, beating out the Knicks for that play and for versus the Bucks. I think the Bucks absolutely annihilate them for that one. Then I got Nets and Bulls 2 versus 7. Nets win that. 6 versus 3. I got the Heat versus the Celtics. I'll go with the Celtics. I think Jason Tatum's a big bucket getter, and I'm going to take Tatum. I'll take the Celtics. 4 versus 5, Hawks versus Sixers. Hawks are absolutely going to run them. This dude. And then I got the Hawks versus the Bucks. I got the Bucks winning that. And then I got the Nets versus Celtics. That'll be a sweet 4-0. So then we'll end up with Bucks and Nets. I got the Bucks making the finals again.
The Celtics are so bad.
Yeah, I have to agree with Nick. I don't think the Celtics are.
There's normally a first round upset. I'll go with the 3 versus the 6. And if I'm wrong, so be it. West games. Morgan, go first.
Oh man.
All right, so Western Conference. I know you guys have been anticipating this for a while.
I have.
At number 8, Morgan has the San Francisco Giants with Barry Bonds.
So at my 8 seed, I have the Utah Jazz.
The Utah Jazz is the 8 seed? What the
Mhm.
fuck happened?
I think either Gobert goes down or
So
Donovan
much.
goes down again, and they
Okay.
just struggle.
All right.
They're still a good enough team to get in, but I don't know how great they are without either Donovan or Gobert.
I
A
mean,
7 seed,
didn't they do a stretch last year without Donovan?
yeah, but they were not great. They
Yeah.
struggled.
All right. Sure. Sorry.
7th
Go ahead.
seed, I have the Grizzlies. I think
Okay.
Ja Morant takes a huge step, gets them into the playoffs. They probably won't make any noise, but they get in. 6th seed, I have the Suns. I think they
I'm
take a
dropping
little.
that far. Damn.
I have them taking a little step back, just fatigued from the finals after their first try. I think that weighs on them a little bit. My 5 seed, I have the Trailblazers.
Oh my god. They didn't improve anything.
I have faith in Lillard.
Oh my god.
Sometimes too much.
Blind faith in Lillard.
So 4 seed, I have Dallas.
Do you think Dallas improved that much?
I think Luca does.
Jesus Christmas, dude. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
3 seed is the Nuggets.
Okay.
2 seed is the Lakers.
There's no fucking way you put the Warriors as the 1 seed.
I put the Golden State Warriors at the number 1 seed, Steph Curry.
You are the biggest fucking troll on this podcast. Nick didn't even show up. Even the guy who can't think says something.
Oh,
Nick,
stop.
anything I said to you
Wait, hold on.
negatively?
What is the leave button?
Nick, anything negative I said to you tonight, I take it back. I don't care that you weren't as prepared as Morgan or as myself. I don't care anymore because Morgan literally just put the Golden State Warriors as the 1 seed.
I don't care if I'm as prepared as Morgan either, because I've got more wins total than Morgan on this podcast.
All right. Look, give me your seeding, Nick, for the Western Conference.
Fine.
Jesus Christ.
8
Morgan.
seed, I got the Clippers.
I like that.
7 seed, I got the Trailblazers.
Yep.
6, I got the Mavs.
Yep.
5, I got the Grizzlies.
You got the Grizzlies that high? Damn. Okay.
Yep,
Okay. John Morant. JJ,
uh,
Triple J stays healthy. Okay. I can see it.
4, I have the Golden State Warriors. 3, I had the Suns. 2, I had the Jazz. 1, I had the Lakers.
It's a great seeding. Nick and I have a very similar seeding. 10 seed, I got the
Oh
Pelicans.
my
in the
God, it's the same as last year.
Shut the fuck up, man. 9 seed, I have the Grizzlies getting in that playoff game. John Morant. 8 seed, Trailblazers. That playing game, that'll be between the Trailblazers and the Grizzlies, will be absolutely electric. 7, I have the Clippers. I still think Paul George is really good at basketball, and I think he'll be able to will that team to a 7 seed. They do have
Postseason PG.
playoff P, baby. I think he'll be able to will that team. 6, I have the Mavs. I think Luca, they didn't improve anywhere. So at that point, I just think they're going to kind of be exactly right where they were last year. 5, I got the Nuggets. I think, Michael Porter Jr. taking the step with Jamal Murray being out, I think will definitely help, but not anywhere. 4 seed, I got the Warriors. I mean, I just think with Clay coming back, we don't know what he is, but he's better than what they had last year, which was no Clay Thompson.
He's nothing.
3, I have the Phoenix Suns. I just think that they're pretty solid. 2, I have the Utah Jazz. I just think regular season wise, Utah's got it figured out. Playoff wise, not so much. 1, I have the Los Angeles Lakers as the 1 seed. The West goes through LA, baby.
Our 4 seeds are the same.
Bless you.
Our 4 seeds are the same.
They are.
Oh, I didn't come prepared.
Nick, give me your playoff
I didn't come
matchups.
prepared.
Give me your playoff matchups to start.
All right, what do we got here? Hold on a second. Sorry, I was having a reaction. All right. It's my 1 and 8 seed.
Yep.
Lakers in the clip. Lakers are gonna win.
Easy.
2 and 7. I got the Jazz and the Trailblazers. I got the Jazz winning. Suns and Mavs. I got the Mavs.
Good call.
And then the Grizzlies and the Warriors. I got the Warriors winning.
Good call. Next round.
So the next round.
Warriors versus Lakers.
Lakers.
Suns versus who won that other one?
The Suns versus the Mavs.
Yeah, who you got?
It was the Mavs.
You got the Mavs making the Western Conference Finals?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, Mavs versus Lakers. Who you got?
Lakers.
Good call. Morgan, go ahead.
All right.
Oh man, Morgan cut out. Anyway, he was gonna say something really cool.
My 1-8 seed Warriors Jazz. I have the Warriors winning. 2-7 is Lakers Grizzlies. That's going to be a sweep for the Lakers. Nuggets Suns. I took the Nuggets probably in like a 6-game series. And then at the 4-5, I have Mavericks Trailblazers.
Really quick, why do you got the Nuggets winning that series?
Over the Suns?
Yeah.
Because I just think with Murray coming back, I think he'll be fine by the playoffs. I think they're just going to be a better team.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's a good call.
And especially if Michael Porter goes off, like he's been growing and developing. That gets the third-headed monster for that.
Like potentially the most improved player of the year.
Yeah, I can agree with that. So then at the Warriors Mavericks would be my 1-4. I have the Warriors. And then my Lakers versus Nuggets. I have the Nuggets in an upset beating the old Lakers.
Anything Morgan says on this podcast from now on, I can't take seriously. Go ahead. Say what you want to say.
Conference Finals, Warriors, Nuggets. I have the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals.
All right. Well, we know Morgan's predictions won't be right. 1 versus 8. I got.
You better hope they're not right.
1 versus 8. I got the Lakers versus the Trailblazers. Lakers in a sweep. That'll be the last time you see Damian Lillard in a Trailblazers uniform. Will be that series. 2 versus 7. I got the Utah Jazz versus the Clippers. I got Utah winning that. 3 versus 6. I got the Suns versus the Mavs. I'm taking the Suns. 4 versus 5. The Warriors versus the Nuggets. I'm taking the Nuggets. I think with Murray coming back, Warriors get bounced. So then at that point, we have the Lakers versus the Nuggets. I just think the Lakers got the Nuggets number. Anthony Davis. He literally goes first team All-Pro every other year if you look at his career. So I think AD is going to have a very, very solid year. Everybody's going to be healthy. And by the preseason so far, Russ seems to be falling in line. So I'm hoping it goes that way. Then we got Utah versus Phoenix. Utah is getting the fuck out of here. Phoenix wins that series I'm going to go 7, but I think Phoenix wins it on the road in Utah to shut those fans up. Then I got a Lakers-Phoenix Western Conference Finals. Lakers absolutely remember last year, and they're going to absolutely dominate Phoenix, make the finals. And then I have a Lakers versus Milwaukee Finals. And then let's get into our finals matchups. Nick, you have the Lakers versus the Nets. Who do you have winning how many games and who is finals MVP?
Based on that prediction.
Your prediction.
Yes.
Dallas covered backdoor. Touchdown in overtime.
I'm still watching the fucking game. I am behind you. Why would you ruin this?
I'm not even watching it, and you're gonna ruin it for me.
Who was it to?
CD.
God damn it. Oh, yeah. CD saw him, knew it, got the hand up, game.
Based on my prediction of the Nets and the Lakers in the finals, the Nets will win. And my
Good call.
finals MVP is James Harden.
Whoa. You think the Nets are going to beat the Lakers? Really?
Yeah,
It's kind of sad.
I'm trying to be realistic.
Morgan, for your Warriors Nets finals, who do you have winning how many games? Finals MVP.
I have the Golden State War. No, I'm just kidding. I have Brooklyn. Probably in 5 games they'll beat them. Kevin Durant's gonna win Finals MVP.
Sweet. I got the finals, the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Los Angeles Lakers. I have the Lakers winning in 6, and I have Braun as finals MVP, as this is the end of LeBron's career. I think this is the last one, and I will, I don't think Anthony Davis will win finals MVP. I think if LeBron makes it to the finals and they win, he's going to win MVP anytime going forward here, which is probably this year and this year only. He's starting to get that injury bug. I think this will be the last year we get to see the man, the myth, the legend, LeBron James at his powers. And then after that, once he gets 5, I think it's just down the tubes. So that's what I got.
Very sad.
Very sad. That's the NBA prediction. Do we miss anything NBA wise?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Weekly wrap up.
Sure.
Weekly wrap up.
Let's get into it. Sticking with the NBA news, Ben Simmons finally reported to the 76ers camp. Not surprised. Do they trade him?
I would.
I don't think they can. I don't think he's valuable enough to any other franchise. And especially with his contract, I don't see
Just
it.
release him. Like he acted like a fucking douchebag. Just like get rid of him. I don't know.
I don't think they trade him. I think he sticks with them. I just think that they think they can win a championship.
I mean, he reported to them, which means that like he was like, I guess I know what my fucking bread is buttered.
He didn't want to lose any more money. That's what that was.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. Well, never mind.
He knew where his bread is buttered.
Moving on to the NFL, Morgan and I's favorite subject of the week. Nick,
No,
how's your fantasy football team doing?
I don't know. I haven't checked it in a little while.
Why don't you check?
I'll check it right now.
Morgan, how's your fantasy football team doing?
I'm up 50 points going into tonight and tomorrow, and I still have Diggs and Lockett to play.
I am up 28 points going into tonight. He is done, and I have Najee Harris still yet to play.
So congratulations. And congratulations in order for both of us.
Yep, firm handshakes.
I'm up 8 points, and I have a 69%
Nice.
chance over him. And yeah, that's kind of about it. I have Johnson coming in at 820 to give me some points, and he has Henry coming in on Monday. So if I don't score a shitload of points tonight, Henry's gonna clean house on Monday.
Probably.
For sure.
So quick question for you. How does it feel knowing Christian McCaffrey's out for another 3 weeks?
Better than it felt knowing he was out indefinitely.
Okay. Small, like little things, right, Nick? Small victories.
Yeah, I mean, we're tanking.
I don't think you understand that you can't tank in fantasy football.
I promise you we can. Wait,
right.
hold on.
Go
Tell
ahead.
me I can't tank.
You can't tank.
Bet.
Moving on to another subject.
Watch me tank.
Sean Taylor getting his jersey retired for the Washington football team. It's about damn time. RIP Sean T.
I could have waited longer. Morgan, you a fan of him?
Yeah, I love Sean Taylor.
Why?
When you watch him hit people, gets you energized. I think this is the best way to describe it.
I think Sean Taylor, if he doesn't get murdered in his own house, is literally the greatest safety of all time. He was Ed Reed, but 4 inches taller and like 20 pounds heavier. It was ridiculous. So I'm happy for Sean. You know,
Did you see Chase
RIP.
Young did the tribute to him?
tape the face mask. It looked awesome. It looked awesome.
I didn't see
But-
that.
Like
Yes.
it looked awesome.
The
Week 6.
personal for Matt and I with our love
It
for
is.
Sean Taylor.
It
sounds,
is.
Sounds really cool.
Week 6 recap. Tampa Bay holds off Philly, late rally from Philly, 28-22. I mean, Tampa Bay is kind of just riding that wave. I think they're going to be, you know, probably the 1 seed in the NFC. If Arizona ends up falling, we'll get to
The
Arizona.
battle. Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that is that riding the wave? Is that them just being better?
I mean, like riding the wave off the Super Bowl, kind of, yeah.
It's partly Philly sucks, but
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, Tampa's still winning these games. They're not giving up wins. So,
no, I mean they're still
That's what I'm
winning.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
yep. Miami versus Jacksonville. Jags get it done over the pond, baby. Let's go. Both quarterbacks look good in
Dude.
this game. We've kind of like dogged on Tua a little bit. Tua looked sharp, and Trevor Lawrence played very well, and Jags went on a game-winning field goal.
That team is so bad that they had to leave the fucking country to win a game.
I'll take it. I don't care. Anyway, this is the start of the turnaround. This is it.
They're literally gonna lose next game.
Yeah, you're probably right. But yeah, Morgan, any thoughts on that game?
17-1
Yeah.
You mean 116?
or 16-1. I don't give a shit. They're gonna lose.
I mean, yeah, Tua definitely looked great coming off the injury. I was surprised by that. Lawrence made some big time throws down the stretch.
He
But
did. That one he had to Marvin right before half was nasty.
I mean, and Marvin
Then, like in the
Jones
fourth
is
quarter,
so
though,
good.
Trevor Lawrence got sacked like fucking 3 times in a row.
I mean, his offensive line is
Is fucking
not
horrendous.
Got 8 to shit.
Yep. Another game not many people cared about: Houston versus Indy. Colts roll over the Texans 31-3. Any thoughts on this game?
no.
Colts definitely won.
I got nothing.
Moving on. Los Angeles Rams. Rams roll over the Giants. Stafford in another monster game. Giants are very, very bad. Morgan and I were wrong.
Very. Oh, I tried to get
All
ahead of
of
it a
you
few
are
weeks
wrong.
ago.
What'd you say, Morgan?
I tried to get ahead of it a few weeks ago, and you
Yep.
weren't quite there yet.
I'm.
They are not good.
They're not good. I'm fully there. I think Aaron.
Daniel
Ju-
Jones is. a
I
mess.
think Joe Judge this is his last year coaching for the Giants, and Daniel Jones is probably on his way out as well.
New regime. But Stafford 4 more touchdowns today.
Cooper Cup, man.
Cooper Cup. Good God.
2 tutties today, dude. That is by far the best pick I made in fantasy. By far.
Dude's been a monster. I think
Yep.
he's leading the league in like everything.
Yeah, he's been incredible. Absolutely incredible. Let's get to Nick. You have any thoughts on that game, real quick? Rams versus Giants. Okay.
I don't.
Green Bay versus Chicago.
I don't.
I still own you.
That needs
Yeah.
to be on Aaron Rodgers' bus in Canton.
Do you want like a Nike shirt that has the Nike font that says like "I still own you" with the Green Bay Packers logo?
I will
All
buy whatever shirt they come up with for that.
this man says, all of my life, I have fucking owned you. I still own you.
He said that all at once in a touchdown.
To
So
his,
right after his touchdown, then he ran in. He literally it was some fan flipping him off, double birds, and he is.
I just want to get it right. So
Yeah.
Morgan, you be Aaron Rodgers.
well, the best part is this man goes from one knee into the belt celebration.
The belt.
It
is
turns
flying.
around and sees the double birds and goes, all of my fucking life, I've owned you, and I still own you. I fucking love Aaron Rodgers.
This is the Aaron I've missed.
This is awesome.
He breaks out the belt. I know he doesn't like the Chicago. He doesn't like the Bears.
The
And there was-
Chicago.
The Bears.
It's gonna be real awkward when he doesn't make the playoffs.
Who?
Aaron Rodgers.
Good one, Nick. That's probably your worst take of the night. And you've had some pretty bad ones.
I mean,
worse.
they're 5
got
and
worse
1. They're gonna finish with probably 13 wins and be like the 2 seed in the conference.
What if they collapse completely?
They're
They
not going
won't.
to.
Aaron Rodgers killed their quarterback.
Minus Aaron Rodgers getting hurt, there's no way that happens.
He's gonna
Aaron Rodgers is too good.
gonna
He's the
get
best
hurt.
quarterback in the league still.
in the league.
Yes.
Matt, you agree with this?
Yes.
Did you say Yahtzee?
I said yes.
Oh, I thought you said Yahtzee.
Nope.
No, he's still the best quarterback.
Awesome highlight. That just added to the Aaron
Was that
Rodgers
Morgan?
career highlight.
What did he say?
He was making a really good point about everything, but then he got cut off. So Nick and I are going to move on to the Chargers versus the Ravens game. And if the Chargers continue to play like this, what do we think this is? Do we just think this is a any given Sunday type day for the Chargers, or do we think this is actually a prediction of what's going to happen to them in the season?
I mean, the Ravens are better.
So I mean, it does expose the flaws to the Chargers.
Yeah.
Cleveland did it last week at the run game, and then this week Lamar and the Ravens took it down.
That defense played really well today too.
That was what I was more surprised by, was their defense.
Yeah, they
I
had the
didn't-
coverage and the pressure going all day today. It was a
Yeah,
rough day for Herbert.
That's the part of that team I hadn't seen yet, was that defense being that dominant.
Yep.
That was a good game. I liked watching it. You know.
Yeah, Ravens. Lamar Jackson still doing Lamar Jackson stuff.
Although
I
I
don't-
will say, like, I enjoyed the Dolphins Jaguars game the most of the day
That was the closest one.
because
Yeah, today there was a lot of blowouts today.
It was intense.
Yeah, it was. So, I mean, I don't think this hurts Herbert's MVP case. I think it's the old situation.
There's like one or two.
There's
that
one
Rodgers
stinker
had it
throughout
last
the year.
versus
Yeah.
Tampa.
And, it's that West coming to East. They're playing on like 10 a.m. clock, their normal West Coast time. So
Yeah.
it makes sense. But yeah, the Ravens are for real. Minnesota versus Carolina, a game no one cares about besides Nocturnal. Knock, I'm sorry for the loss. Sam Donald made a nice game tying.
Valiant effort.
Sam Donald made a nice game tying drive, but the defense just gave up. And, here we are, went to overtime and lost. Anybody got any thoughts on this game?
I mean, Darnold, he's so up and down. I mean, he's got all the talent to be a great quarterback, but he just gets too inconsistent.
Yeah.
And then Minnesota, I mean, everybody knows what they are. They're the average team that
500.
sometimes plays
Yeah.
well above average, and then sometimes they play horrible.
I think that's an accurate analysis. Move on to the next game that we got here. Kansas City versus the Washington football team. This is Morgan's note. Mahomes is getting too sloppy with the ball. I think we're almost ready to admit Herbert is better than him. And that's after the performance Justin Herbert put on today, which was not good.
Yeah, it's closing. I don't think we're there yet, but Mahomes, the more I watch him, he's reckless with the ball.
He's trying too hard at this point.
I know his offensive line, like I said, isn't great, but he's really trying to put those SportsCenter highlights out there.
I think
Yeah.
he put his own team in a bad position.
And that's the problem with that team, is I think they are so focused on that big play. They're the Yankees of the NFL, the home run
Oh,
swinging
wow.
team.
It's a wild comparison, but
I
I also
This
know what you're
season
saying.
alone, they're
The
Well-
Yankees. I mean, have not made it to a fucking championship in like. 10
I was going to
years.
say, in the Chiefs' defense, they have won a Super Bowl within the past 2 years.
I'm talking
So-
specifically this year.
This year, yeah.
It's just I don't see them sustaining drives. Like
No,
it's a lot of
I concur.
like 60, 40-yard passes, 60-yard passes. They don't run the ball well. There's just a lot of things that I don't like about them this year.
Fair. That defense isn't that great. I mean, the Washington football team at this point, you guys might as well punt on the air and try to get a quarterback in the draft. It's over. Season's done for them. Moving on to the next game we got here on the docket. Cincinnati's for real, man. Burrow looks good since he beats Detroit. I slide right in on that under right there. I said exactly what was going to happen. I told you it's going to be like, I said it's going to be like a 34-10 game since he wins. And Burrow looks good. Cincinnati improves to 4-2. Jamar Chase is a stud. Joe Mixon even was looking good today. Cincy's D has been the big surprise for me personally.
I mean, yeah, they definitely made some plays. I just don't know. They may sneak into the playoffs, but I don't know.
Yeah, the AFC, it's a tough route over there.
But Burrow is really, really talented.
Yeah, I like Burrow.
Future's very bright in Cincy. Very bright. Let's go to the Arizona. We're on the 4 o'clock games now. Arizona versus Cleveland. Arizona's defense just absolutely annihilated Baker Mayfield. Without having Nick Chubb in the backfield, not a chance.
Nah, I mean, it was just not close.
Arizona's still undefeated, the only undefeated team left in the NFL. I'm
They at 6-0
6-0. I'm out on Baker Mayfield officially. I'm done.
forever.
You're never gonna win a Super Bowl with him. Not in a billion years.
It's a long time.
Yeah, well, it's the reality of it. Morgan, what do you think about that take? I know you like Baker.
I mean, I don't know. I still always go back to Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl.
But that's like a different time. It's a different time, not in an offensive driven game like it is today. That's literally 21 years ago.
I know. But I mean, Rex Grossman got to a Super Bowl. Jimmy Garoppolo got to a Super Bowl.
I think Jimmy Garoppolo is still better than Baker Mayfield. The fact that you have to do that they're comparable shows enough about Baker Mayfield to me.
It's valid, but I don't know. I like Baker. I hope he does well, but it's not looking promising. Because I mean, they're not airing they don't have that over the top play. They're the opposite of the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
They can cram the ball down your throat running the ball, but they don't have that over the top feel to them.
Not stretching the field enough. Arizona's defense has also been a surprise. They've kind of been dominating teams like with their defense.
Dominating.
So that addition of JJ Watt, he made a big impact today. Very impressed. Very impressed with Arizona. And without their head coach, Kingsbury wasn't there. Had COVID.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So it's very impressive. Let's move on to one of the other 4 o'clock games. Dallas versus New England. Dallas wins on a game-winning touchdown in overtime, covers.
The final, yeah.
Santa and I hit our lock of the week, and I'm 3-1. Feeling good about my gambling. I mean, I think Dallas is for real. Dak's for real. I'm pleasantly surprised to watch Dak do what he's doing right now.
Dak versus Mac.
I didn't think Dak would make it to this level of his career where he's making throws, the throws he's making, because they are very impressive throws. So, more. What do you think, Morgan?
I just don't. I'm in the boat with Dak, where he makes plays, but then he's also makes dumb plays, and I don't know if at this point he shouldn't be that. I don't know, reckless maybe. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but just it's not. He doesn't have the feel of like a quarterback that's going to get you to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, fair.
Because
we'll see.
mean, he's not in the top 8-ish of quarterbacks.
I think he's right on the cusp of 8, dude. Come on,
Dak. You don't think Dak's
who do you have better than Dak right now?
top 5?
Dak is definitely not top 5.
Who do you have better than him?
Aaron Rodgers, Pat Mahomes, Tom Brady, Herbert. Mr. Josh Allen, Russell Wilson.
He's out.
Stafford, I'd put over him. And then probably Dak somewhere in there.
How you been an injured person over him?
My thing is you remove Russell Wilson, you put Kyler Murray there, and then you're at 8.
Kyler's the other one I forgot about.
There you go. He is top 8. I think Dak's top 8.
He's somewhere around that 8-9 mark.
Yeah, he's been playing well this year, though. No disrespect to Dak. As our resident Cowboys fan, Nick, how do you feel about the Cowboys? Are you still are you looking forward to things now, or are you still, glass half empty guy over there?
Yeah. I mean, it's always going to be half empty. And that's not a joke either. Like
Is that more of you as a person, or you just being a Cowboys fan?
Both.
Or a little of both?
Both. Like, how many times you watch them start a season pretty good, and then it just goes to shit quick?
Quite a bit.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I'll believe it when they are like within grasp of a playoff spot.
I mean, they're already within that. They need
Yeah.
to win like 4 more games.
Yeah, the NFC
so
East is already wrapped up.
So talk to me in 4 more games.
Okay, fair enough. Vegas versus Denver. Raiders rally around Gruden's departure and play inspired football. Henry Ruggs is that deep threat. Like, he is that dude, and just absolutely annihilate the Broncos. What do we make about this Raiders team? How are they going to finish the season now that Gruden is out? And if you guys haven't listened really quick, I'm going to throw this promo in. If you guys haven't listened to our gambling episode, we do touch the John Gruden portion of this. That's on our last week's picks. You can listen to the picks we made. Go give us a follow, give us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We're on all major podcasts. Nick, I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize. You go ahead.
I was going to say, I just can't believe that town is so dismissive of Gruden.
Why do you say that? What do you mean by that?
Do you know where they are?
I do.
They're like, oh, he's misogynistic. Dude, trucks drive by with numbers of prostitutes on the side of the fucking truck walls 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I don't think it was Las Vegas. Yeah. I
They're
don't
like,
think
it's not what we represent. Okay. I believe
I don't
It
think
is-
it was Las
it
Vegas. I think
is
the football
exactly what they represent.
the football franchise, I don't think that's what they want to represent. And the worst thing about the Gruden email is they came out and said that
So
nobody
they
else
go to
said,
fucking Salt Lake City.
the worst thing about the Gruden emails is they came out and said nobody else said anything bad in those emails. And I find that highly unbelievable considering they were forwarding topless photos of Washington football team cheerleaders. So
Who sent the photos?
I do not know that
All
information.
right, we're not going to get into that because
We're going to move
Yeah.
on.
that's a rabbit hole. But I will say this. You get into his case and then you start opening everybody else's emails. I mean, at this point, literally just fire everybody.
Fair. Morgan, any thoughts on that game?
I mean, I think the Raiders are a good team. I think their defense is better than people give it credit for.
Yeah.
They're able to get a lot of pressure up front. Is
Mhm.
really their big. Like they can't
Solomon
cover.
Thomas has been playing very well. The draft pick, formerly of the 49ers, he's been playing very well up front for
Yeah.
the Raiders.
But I mean, the offense is. I like the offense a lot. They can
I-
run the ball. They've got Henry Ruggs. They've got
Yep.
Waller, and Renfro is kind of your like slot guy that can just get you a first down when you need it.
I agree. I was talking with one of my buddies today at Fly Football, who's a huge Raiders fan. Shout out Adam. And he was saying the first 3 weeks when Josh Jacobs was injured, Derek Carr was at the line making all the adjustments, throwing the ball. And that was what was kind of leading their offense. And then since Jacobs came back, John Gruden wanted to go to old school football, running the ball. I think Derek Carr is talented enough to be able to throw the football around the yard and making plays like he did today.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's it for NFL. Oh, no, it's not. We got previews tonight. Pittsburgh
Gruden-
versus. Go ahead, Nick.
Gruden want to go to old school?
Good one. Pittsburgh versus Seattle tonight preview. No Russell Wilson. It's in Heinz Field. We all got Pittsburgh winning, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
That's
yeah.
all we need for that's all we need for the preview of that one. Buffalo versus Tennessee, Monday Night Football.
Buffalo.
Big game.
Buffalo.
Morgan.
I think Buffalo continues to roll.
Is it in
That's-
Buffalo or Tennessee?
Doesn't matter. It's in Tennessee, but it doesn't matter.
King Henry, three touchdowns, book it.
You're trash.
3. I think Buffalo. That defense is way
Pa-
too good.
Listen,
They're-
part of me is
They're
just
gonna hold Henry under 85 yards and have maybe a touchdown.
part of me is
they're
hoping for that just so Nick loses in fantasy. That's all I want.
You guys are scum.
Now we're done with football for the night. No more NFL, no more basketball. Let's get to the sport that these two guys want to talk about and why we started this podcast early tonight.
NHL. NHL. Anyway, so in game one,
Anyways, I started
No.
blasting.
in game one
Hey, no,
this year, the Seattle Kraken took on the Las Vegas Knights,
Yep. they
and
did.
the Kraken lost by 1 point.
Not
as an
bad for an
expansion,
expansion.
as an expansion team, you got to be excited about that.
And
That's only
honestly,
1 point.
their on ice performance before the game, their preview video
All right,
on the
this
ice
is
was
too
so
much
cool.
of our time.
And no,
This
and
is
hey,
way too
and
much talk.
did you see the goalie? You remember his name?
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Great.
Fantastic.
Phenomenal. Moving on. That's all the time we have for.
Knights in one.
That's all the time we have for hockey tonight. Moving on to the MLB. My Red Sox prediction isn't looking as bad as it was towards the end of the season. The Red
Dude,
Sox,
them facing the Padres. Come on. Come on.
the Red Sox portion wasn't that bad. And first off, you had the Brewers in the World Series. So how's that working out for you, pal?
You had the Padres in the World Series, dude. So how's that working out for
Not just as good as you.
you? No, a little worse than me because they actually made the fucking playoffs.
Regardless, Red Sox bats come alive against the Rays. They win that series 3-1. I mean, how we feel?
Kike Hernandez.
Kike Hernandez just
What
on
the
fire this postseason.
Kike Hernandez, if they win this series against the Astros, is going to be the ALCS MVP.
Holy
Easy.
shit. What did
Well,
I see?
we're gonna get to the
500
ALCS
playoffs
to
with, like,
talk about
5
it.
homers?
We're gonna
All
separate
right, so
it.
what game are we on, dude? Jesus Christ.
We just
Gonna
did the
wrap
Red
up
Sox,
the series
wrapping up the
first.
Reds. The series the previous
With
series.
the Rays?
Series.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, it was kind of ironic that the Red Sox bullpen helped them out of that one
yeah.
after something we've been talking about all year that the Red Sox needed help with. So
That's true. I
that was
mean,
great.
I
the
mean,
bat's been a huge difference for them, though.
Alex Cora gets
The
that team
Rays-
to play in the playoffs, baby. He
The
does.
Rays are coming into the playoffs without Glass now, which sucks.
Yeah.
The big hit.
Yeah, it is. But Sox move on there. The Braves causing problems for the Brewers. Brewers just couldn't hit, man. Send them packing with one swing from Freddie fucking Freeman. Braves won that series 3-1.
I think that's a oversimplistic analysis of that last game.
It is, but it's Freddie. And like I said last episode, the Braves were not going to lose another game in that series.
You
And
did
they
say
won
that.
the next
And
two.
when I was watching that last game, when the events that transpired happened, I was like, Morgan can go fuck himself.
That's awesome.
Yeah. The Brewers couldn't fucking handle it. Like, that's what it came down to. They played great. Yelich just like could not get the bat off his shoe. Like, but all right. I don't know if I'm gonna call him a bum. That's disrespectful. But dude, how can you not enjoy that fucking handsome man, Freddie Freeman, just going yard?
And the fact this kid is so awesome too. Like,
Dude,
how can you not love Freddie Freeman?
Freddie Freeman's awesome, and as a person who I like the Brewers are my NL team. I like the Brewers. Even seeing Freddie Freeman hit that hit and knowing like that was probably it, I was excited. Like that's what playoff baseball is about, man.
Hard not to root for Freddie.
Fair.
Playoff base. That was a clutch play. That was very clutch.
Let's get to the other NL matchup that happened. Dodgers finished off the Giants in Game 5.
Yeah.
What do we think about that no call at the end, or that call at the end?
I mean, it
It's
wasn't
trash.
a swing. It was
It was
not
trash.
Like,
I agree. I mean, I think Scherzer still gets him out, but
The Dodgers are still going to win that game for sure. But that call was so fucking horrible. Like every angle, terrible.
But I want to give Dave Roberts credit for that, how he played that last game. Starting a bullpen guy to face all the righties and then bringing your lefty for 4 innings to bring.
Yep.
It was a well-managed game by Dave Roberts.
not analytics, man baseball. That's what
The
that was.
Dodgers, dude, the Dodgers playing the bullpen game, crazy. Like letting
Yeah.
Max Scherzer come in, close it
Well,
out.
I knew that was as soon as I saw Jansen in the 8th, I knew I'm like, they're bringing in Scherzer for the 9th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Dodgers
Yeah.
the Dodgers just have the overall fucking chess play on them. They knew
Yeah.
what they were doing.
Yeah,
They've been there before, you know,
true.
and
Defending
Sort of,
champions.
sort of,
defending champions.
sort of.
No, they are the 2021 or 2020 World Series champions.
I mean, yeah, that's what it says in the hat.
Okay. And then to no one's surprise, the Astros finished off the White Sox in 4.
I am a little surprised they lost a game.
I was
I
surprised.
did not see the White Sox winning a game.
Oh, well, they did.
I will
think-
say, dude, the last game at Chicago, that White Sox crowd was hyped. Like they were almost a part of the team.
And they got absolutely blown out, didn't they?
They did.
Okay, let's move on to the AL Championship Series. The Boston Red Sox versus the Astros. We are tied at 1-1 after not one, but 2 grand slams by the Boston Red Sox against the Houston Astros in Game 2.
First time ever in postseason history.
How are we feeling, Nick? Are we feeling confident that the Red Sox are going to the World Series?
Yes, actually. Going into that game and just fucking demoralizing them the way they did. 2 grand slams in 2 innings, let alone 1 game, is fucking incredible. I think they needed to split that series to come back to Fenway, and coming back to Fenway with a split series definitely puts the ball.
Momentum
In their
is
court.
rolling in Boston.
Yeah, I mean, if they lost yesterday and went into Fenway 0-2, I would have said they're all but done. Like that
Yeah.
would have been it. Like, I mean, we've seen the Red Sox come back from worse.
Yeah.
But I think splitting the series and going back to Fenway with that momentum, I think the Red Sox might have this in the bag.
And the bag's I think, a bold statement, but Rafi, 2 scoops. Big dog
I don't think it's
shots.
bold. I don't think it's bold. I think that the first game when they lost showed that the Houston Astros are not.
They're
a force to be
beatable.
reckoned with.
What did I text you? Sox in 7.
Yeah, I mean, it might be Sox in 6.
So I got him in 7. Morgan, what do you think about that series?
I mean, the Astros are still the better team. I fully hard believe that.
Do you think the Red Sox can beat him though?
No. I don't.
And now is that only based on because we both got the Astros winning it all?
It's not even that. I think part of that game 2, was the starting thing that they had going on. The starter only had like 40 minutes to warm up. They changed what they were going with.
Cirillo only had 40 minutes to warm up.
Yeah.
That dude warmed up longer than their starter actually pitched.
It's a different mentality. It's a whole different mentality.
How do you not go into that game without a backup plan? That's poor coaching.
I mean, that's true, but I still.
Like, you don't go into that game being like, man, what if our starter just fucking blows this? And somebody else is like, not going to happen. Like, you got to at least assume it might. That dude warmed up for like 48 minutes. It was crazy. It was like,
that's not that long.
It was like 4 commercial breaks that dude warmed up for. Are you kidding me? That's
right.
crazy.
All right. So, Morgan, why do you think Houston is going to win the series?
I just think their bullpen's better. Their hitting's better. That simple. I think.
Even with the Red Sox hot bats right now, you think they're going to cool down?
I mean, I just can't see Kike staying this hot. I mean, he can, but I don't see it.
You want to know what? It's just
15
different.
games.
It's just different in Boston in the postseason, and these guys come to fucking play for Alex Cora. I think the Alex Cora factor is a huge factor, and these guys
Does them going back to Fenway not mean anything?
I mean, I think they'll split in Fenway too.
I just don't think
Did they lose a game in Fenway?
Yes, I
Yeah,
think
probably.
I think they're going to split in Fenway.
Yeah.
And then I think the Astros are probably going to win the next 2 after.
I just don't think the Astros have like the starting arms for it. Boston can't hit off anybody like they can. Same with Houston, and I just think Boston's
leaving McCullers off the AL roster was
wild
to me.
Yeah. So I got Sox in 7. Morgan's got the Astros in 6.
Yeah, I think the Astros are just better.
Nick, what you got?
I got the Sox in 6.
There you go. Let's get over to the NL. Braves versus the Dodgers. Braves walking off in game 1. Game 2 tonight versus the Dodgers. That's why we had to start this fucking podcast early.
That is going to be on now.
Yeah, probably.
It's already 2-0.
Yeah. Yeah. What? Is it really? What time did it start?
Who's up 2-0? Dodgers?
Mm-hmm.
Shocker. I got the Dodgers in 5.
Really? You think they win The next 4 games.
This was their one. Dodgers are just way better team.
That's crazy.
Morgan?
Yeah, I think this series is closer than the Boston series.
I don't think the Dodgers win the next 4.
I think the Braves pitching is very, very underrated and very good.
The
You gonna go
Braves
to a
pitching
game?
is very good.
I think we need the big dog on scene down there. I think he needs to go to a game.
And we're saying that, and Matt, if the Red Sox make the World Series, I believe we need to be on scene
Yes.
for a game.
Morgan, I think you got to get down there. I think you gotta go there, you know, pay the price, get in, you know, just do standing room. We need you there. We need photos. We need you handing out business cards looking pretty. You know what I mean?
We'll see.
Shaking hands, you know, kissing babies. All right. So what do you,
Shaking babies, kissing hands.
so Morgan, what do you have the series going?
I mean, I think the Dodgers eventually are going to win it, but I think it's going to be like a 7-game series.
Nick, what you got?
I have the Braves in 7.
Ooh, Braves, Boston World Series. That'd be sick. But yeah,
That'd be fucking amazing.
that'll playoff baseball.
That's
is
the
fun.
better option.
Playoff baseball.
In case anybody was wondering.
I think it's the better option for the Red Sox.
What's the
to
better
win,
option,
yeah.
Morgan? What's the better
I
option?
mean, I think Dodgers, Astros.
What? Nobody wants to fucking see the Astros in the World Series.
All the controversy over the Astros beating the Dodgers in the World Series. Are you kidding?
No. But what about Mookie Betts being a former Red Sox and the Red Sox facing the Dodgers?
Eh.
It's just gonna break my heart, to be honest with you.
Braves Boston is the best option.
I think it's the most likable option.
Definitely
That's
likable.
literally what the fuck best means.
That's not entirely true.
That's
but-
not entirely true. Moving on to Morgan's section, Obscure Sports Quarterly. What do you got?
I mean, there wasn't really much. I know for you guys mentioned it earlier in the text this week, the Jeff Gordon car gets changed a little bit.
Yep, it did.
All right. Yeah. Let's talk about it for a second.
Okay.
Number 24, Jeff Gordon, is now also the Valvoline car.
Yep.
That's crazy to me. It looks weird
It does.
seeing 2 people who you idolized, one, Matt, growing
Mark
up.
Martin, man, he was so cool.
I idolized the other, and seeing both their cars come together is like seeing Michael Jordan, like the 23 in like a Boston Celtics jersey or like a Lakers jersey. It's weird.
It is weird. I agree. Not a bad weird though. I don't hate it.
24 car finished second in the race today.
It makes me feel uncomfortable.
I don't like it.
Weird. I don't like it.
One quick piece of news here for Obscure Sports Quarterly. The WNBA Finals went final. The Chicago Sky beat the Phoenix. I don't even know what the Phoenix team name is. I know Brittany Griner's on the team.
Phoenix Mercury, I think.
The Phoenix Mercury. So shout out to Candace Parker, who is awesome on Inside the NBA when she goes on. I think it's Thursday or Tuesday nights. She's on there with D Wade. She does a good job. She's definitely got good analysis on the game. So shout out for her going back to her hometown team and getting a chip.
Yeah, I saw a really cool commercial about her recently with like Tatis and D Rose.
Mm-hmm.
No, like it was a cool commercial.
Hmm.
Did you guys see that one yet?
No.
No, it's like Tatis, D Rose, a bunch of athletes like listing off accolades of like, oh, rookie year, dunking on a hoop by the time they were 13. It goes up to all these accolades, and then it's like it's Candace Parker because you're expecting them to say somebody else, like not a woman. Like that's what the angle of the commercial definitely is. Yeah, and then it's a woman. So
Really quick before we get out of here, I want to tap on this. I just got this new spreadsheet in from Santa Claus. We're going to go through the percentages of our gambling picks on the year. I'm at 60% correct, folks. Listen to my picks and you will win money. Now, on the other hand, the big dog's at 43%. And then Santa himself is at 50% on the year. Morgan and I are both still alive for Survivor.
Yep.
So we're moving on. And yeah, Nick's been out since he decided to pick the Rams. That was a wild pick. But Anybody got anything else before we get out of here tonight?
I mean, I'm good. My boys in golf, Rory and Ricky, both finished top 4 today. Rory won. So that was
Nice.
1.8 million was the bag.
Just a cool 1.8 mil.
Golf is insane.
It's so crazy.
But other than that, I got nothing. Probably next question to finish it off.
Yeah, let's do it. Give it to me, Nick.
All right. It's a pretty simple one. Would you rather be a part of a game-winning? Would you rather hit the game-winning home run, walk-off, or whatever, or hit the game-winning three-pointer?
Jump shot all day. If we're talking NBA Finals Game 7, a jump shot like Damian Lillard, just having it go up and waving bye-bye as it goes in. It's never been done, first off. The walk-off home run has been done before in a World Series.
What's never been done? A game-winning three-pointer?
In an NBA, I'm talking about an NBA Finals Game 7 versus a walk-off game-winning, like, series clincher of the World Series versus the NBA.
But didn't Michael Jordan hit a game winner against the Jazz?
Not in the finals, at the buzzer. I'm talking like a buzzer beater. Damian Lillard. Morgan knows exactly what shot I'm talking about. That ball's in the air, and you see triple zeros on the clock, and it goes through the bottom of the net.
No, we're talking about game winners though. Like, fucking Kawhi Leonard hit a game winner.
The 4 bouncer. Can you imagine if that's in
In
the
the
NBA
playoffs?
Finals? If that's in the NBA Finals, that is the craziest thing of all time to happen. It's never happened in the NBA Finals. It
So
has-
do you want to swap it to World Series of Finals?
I do, because I
All
think
right.
it's more
Would
of
you
an
rather
argument, because baseball.
Would you rather hit a
obviously
walk off home run in the World Series Game 7, or a 3-pointer Game 7 buzzer beater?
Oh, dude, games. Just imagine it being on the road and just hearing that silence in the air with that ball right as it gets let go of your hands.
and I mean, I'm biased, but I think it's the home run.
It's been done though. It's been done. It hasn't happened in basketball.
Don't even give a shit. I'll take it.
Morgan, I'm guessing you assume baseball as
The
well.
power,
Oh,
dude. Just
I don't think it's really that close. Like
I-
hitting a walk-off home run to win a World Series, like Joe Carter,
it's like such a
Well,
fucking.
that's a
See-
moment you just can't.
That's my point though. That has been done by
Okay,
Joe
here's
Carter.
here's the thing though. Here's the thing. When you hit that walk-off home run and it hits, and you're just like, "See ya," like
I mean,
when you hit it, when
but-
you shoot that game winner, there's that moment of pause.
Is
like,
there?
Oh
If
shit!
you know it's going in, like Damian Lillard, when he turns around and he knows the second he let go it's going in, and he just starts waving by, dude.
So
it's never been done. It hasn't been done.
it's more about your time to celebrate than it is, because it's really what you're getting at. Because
Dog.
Man, I'm gonna boil it down to it's harder to hit a fucking fastball out of the park than it is to hit a 3.
facts.
Like,
But the thing is that has been done. The game winner in the NBA Finals to win the finals at the buzzer has never been done. You are
Okay.
making history. Listen, I'm not done. You are the first person to ever do that. You're the only one that has ever done that. You're not joining history. You're making history.
who is won the World Series on a walk-off home run?
Joe Carter.
Game 7, Joe Carter. The
I
ones
think it was
two?
6. Yeah, was it game 6?
I think it was Game 7.
Was it
Kirby
Game
Puckett,
7?
I think, did
Kurt-
too.
Kirby Puckett has done it as well. So you're joining multiple people. You're not making history. And just that ball being in the air right when and here's the thing I'm taking into account is you know it's going in. So you get
don't
you
Nah, I bet most guys kind of know.
if you're a professional that is like Damian Lillard or Steph Curry, they know when the ball's going in when it's not going in. But just to hear that silence, because that ball for you, the second you let go of it, is gonna feel like it's in the air for an eternity. And you're just gonna like get to see the faces in the crowd in the background of the ball. And then for that thing just to hit triple zeros and go stoosh through, it would be fucking electric. Electric.
AirPods done it.
All right. Well, I'm glad we had different opinions on this one. I'm curious to see what
I would like
everybody's
to
going to say.
hear the answers on that one.
I think it's gonna be heavy baseball.
Oh man, it's just like
I think
hitting hitting a fucking
And then
80
you can
plus
do like
mile an
a
hour ball.
Jose Batista bat flip kind of thing, something like
Dude.
that. I mean, this. I think.
Yeah,
It's
hitting that shit, and just fucking flipping that bat down
the sa-
and looking
is
at the
sound-
pitcher.
Can you tell me, is it better the sound of the ball going through the net or the crack of the ball off the bat?
I mean, all right. Can we all at least agree a home run in baseball? It's the prettiest thing in sports. It's the pretty.
I agree.
I think.
Really, you're gonna say no to a Ken Griffey Jr. home run?
Listen,
Come on, don't fool yourself.
Football is my favorite sport. There's something beautiful about seeing a beautiful deep ball just land right in a receiver's hands for a touchdown.
It doesn't have the sound of the crack of the bat, the distance.
What you
home run
guys
is
aren't taking,
gorgeous.
what you guys aren't taking into an account is when you hear a home run at the ballpark, you know it's fucking gone. You do. There's different sounds. Football and basketball, when that ball is in the air, you don't hear. Forget when you're in a basketball stadium, 20,000 people. When you're in a football stadium, 80,000 people be completely silent for 3 seconds when that ball is in the air. And that's what it's like. And just that complete silence and dead air and just waiting to see what's going to happen. The anticipation of that is just, it's incredible. So that's why I feel the way I do.
Let us know what you think.
Let us know. We're going to get out of here for Stash from Morgan. I hope everybody has a great night, and go Pack Go. Say it, Morgan. I know you want to say it.
Oh,
Say
one per
it.
episode.
Say go Pack Go.
All right, go Pack, go.
I fucking own you.